So, so we have people all over the world who are dissatisfied with their current kings. Democracy is really a playground for bullies. You need a king, you do. And I'm it. And the thing is, I have a lot of problems with you. You understand? Like, your older brothers and your uncles have been stealing from you, murdering you, and using you as Vaseline in their corporate orgies. Like, if you're someone who basically trying to do the right thing, and you know, sometimes you do the wrong thing, and quite often you do the wrong thing sometimes, and like, it kind of bites you, and you really wish you hadn't. You don't lie any more than you absolutely have to, but you don't harm others for fun or something to do. Please come home right away. And for those of you who took advantage of your fellows, knew, you know, you shouldn't be doing it, but you did it anyway, and it kind of bothered you, and still bothers you. You got some work to do. You need to go to the fellows that you buggered, admit it, and ask for their forgiveness. And those of you who are fortunate enough to fall into this trap, some grace and some dignity to be well-chosen conduct now. For those of you who really made a lifetime career of robbing from your brothers and sisters and their children, and moreover, I felt you had a right to do this. Please step aside to the left, please. I want to talk with you for a while. Now is the time. This is the deal. You're it. You got stuck. It's like universal musical chairs. Poof, you're all standing. No place to sit. You got some decisions to make. And some choosing to do. It's going to affect you and all your progeny for at least 1,000 years. Remember, give us Barabbas, that was a couple thousand year deal. Abraham was about 1,000 years beyond that. You have a God. And he does have angels. And you are required to worship something. It's in your DNA. Do you understand me? You will worship something, whether it's birds, your car. I've seen people with their tombstones with their vehicles on it. Goddamn Ford pickup truck and the guy's tombstone. The guy had his whole graveyard in Mount Albert, Ontario. I'm not kidding you. It's got people worshiping their vehicles. Forever. You know, like Henry Ford was a good guy. You know, he made a nice product, but I mean, Jesus, jumping Christ. It's not that good. Each one of you is worth 1,000,000 times anything Henry Ford ever did. All things here that combined. You're valuable stuff, and I'm responsible for you. And I'd like to get you all safe and sound at home now. Some of you are gonna have to give up some stuff in order to come home. You can't bring it with you. Your lies, your thefts, and your loss-seeking conduct for others and or yourself. You need to disclose with robustness. The same robustness we prosecute the theft. With less subtlety. Some of you didn't enter into anything, not even your lies. Understand? You're stupid liars now. You used to be better liars even than you were now. You're lazy, sloppy, goddamn. Anyway. You embarrass me. Yeah, I have some things I would like to do. I really can't get them done until you're handled. I understand, I'm not complaining. You need to listen. You need to hear this. I'm not complaining. You present a daunting prospect, and I got challenges in all kinds of different dimensions, for all kinds of different reasons, for all kinds of different issues. And I am unable to love my brides because this preoccupation, this concern is distracting me from them. Worship the true. It's where we start. All of us. Worship it. More than your Ford pickup. Even more than your hair and your fingernails. Even more than your secret lottery numbers. Because I'll tell you what. This is a lottery you don't want to lose. This is a lottery where everyone is slated to win. Everyone. And some of you have more challenge than others. Unfortunately, Muammar Gaddafi will not be able to respond to me in the third dimension now because somebody or others whacked him. Save me the bother. But you see, that's only in three-dimensional reality. He still has issues, believe you me. And so do you. Getting rid of Muammar didn't solve the issue. And you know what? For me to even go kill all of your petty kings in one night, it still wouldn't be over. It's in you. It's in me. The problem is in us. We lie. We seek to profit from shunning and invalidation. We seek leverage where we know we don't warrant it. We hope that nobody notices our fraud. Well, I do. And If I do, you can rest assured my boss down. And you can rest assured on this score as well. I think, this is me now, I think I would much rather have me judging me. And I'm tough. Well, anyway. Than piss off my boss so much that he has to do it himself. You know, I would rather come clean on my own than have it beaten out of me. But one way or another, you exist. You're watching this, you're lucid. This affects you. Totally. In the most germane way there is. Your spirit is being kissed into vitality. Now, and to insistently ignore this subtle invitation is your prerogative to do. And choosing decisions have consequences, believe me. I've been paying for a choice I made for a long, long time. I don't recommend this course of action. But it's available for everyone. The precincts of hell aren't comfortable. The nutrition there and the rest there isn't real good. And there's no light. And no light I've gone there. So all I have is me. And no hope of anything else. It's a choice. It's not something God does to you. It's an option. There are laws that rule this universe. Subtle laws. Strong laws. Laws that are not malleable by high-priced legal talent or any price legal talent. And the higher the price of the players around here, the more honest they are. So the likelihood of being able to fudge them or bend them or manipulate them to my petty will is, can we say, remote. You have work to do. A lot of it. You know, I don't know how the hell you people sit around and find time to watch Jerry Springer or reality TV or horrors. Jesus, jumping Christ, you might as well be filming in the contents of a goddamn garbage can, for Christ's sake, which is what the inside of most of your being looks like. All your little miseries, you hoard, put them into the bed, stick them under the toilet, in the toilet, wherever. Validations, the things that people have done wrong to me that I'm going to get even with them for. I'll hate them. I'll poison myself to get even with you. Do you understand how stupid your conduct is? Like, literally, stuporous, stunned. Children see through it. That's what you don't understand. Your children, your dogs, your horses, your cats see through your stupidity and your blindness and put up with you. Your lies. You lie to yourself, for fuck's sake. You You try to look like your neighbor so much you forget that you exist. Anorexia is just fear. War is just fear. Greed is just fear. Fear and love cannot coexist in the same unguided being. Period. Period. You're afraid, you're not loving anybody. Not even yourself. Now, concern is one thing, but fear is another thing entirely. And to worship my fears, as in Homeland Security, as in having an army, as in going out and buying a gun, as in beating my woman with my fist, as in beating my children black and blue, dragging my dog along behind my fork, teach him some manners. Understand? Strapping a uniform and a gun onto a child is unforgivable. Your petty kings and your generals and your salesmen of war are going to have an uncomfortable time with us. As for the rest of you, my prayer is that you plant some fertilizer between your shoulders and grow a brain. And pray to God for the return of the heart that He gave you as a child, so you can see clearly the misery producing a soup you're stirring for yourself. Worship the true. And through this process, you will win. And after you win, I get to win. This is how God sets things up. I don't have insurance policy. It's God's idea of insurance policy. And I love you. I'm able to love you. That's why I'm your king. And I need you to help me worship my God and love my wives. I need you to create the willingness inside yourself somehow to call the strength to give up your misery, give up your resentments, your anger, your suffering, and take off your shoes, take off your socks, and put a toe into the promised land and see how it feels. And I'll be there with my hand to welcome the rest of you. And so will my helpers. We love you. Please come home. It's time. It's the last day. Gotta be time.